My name is Bruce DuPoit. I'm senior reporter at Maryland Matters, a website based in Annapolis that covers Maryland politics, and it is my honor to participate in and to welcome you to the 2021 Holland on the Hill Heineken Award ceremony. I'm only 25% Dutch, sadly, but I have had some tests done, and they confirm that that 25% is the best part. So I take some pride in that. This is my fourth year hosting the event, and it's an honor and a delight to be with all of you. In a moment, we will hear introductory comments from Congressman Bill Huizenga of Michigan, the co-chairman of the bipartisan Congressional Dutch Caucus. But first, to get us started, we will get opening and introductory remarks from Josephine Bertrams, Senior Vice President and Chief Corporate Affairs Officer for Heineken USA.
Goedemiddag allemaal. I'm 100% Dutch, so I can say that very...
Showing me up.
Sorry about that, very conveniently. But good afternoon, everyone. Mr. Ambassador, Congressman Peter Oosterveer, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor to be here again in person presenting or give a few remarks about the Heineken Award. And I found a story about Mr. Alfred Heineken, you see on the screen, early 60s. He was visiting the Dutch Antilles, or the Nederlandse Antillen for the Dutch amongst us. And he saw there on the beaches a significant amount of garbage. And also a lot of actually Heineken bottles. And he was horrified by it. And he was thinking, is there anything I can do about this? And there it started the idea to come up with a reusable bottle. But a reusable bottle to build houses. So that was his attempt to sort of becoming a little bit of an engineer, an architect into design. And I don't know, maybe, Mr. Oosterveer, you have secret passions as a brewer. We might know hopefully later on, but there will be similarities there. But the great thing about this story, that it's not about Mr. Heineken's attempt to design or engineer. It was at the heart of the idea what brings our companies together, because it was about creating a sustainable solution. And that is where the combination and the connection between the two companies align. Thank you to you, Mr. Oosterveer, to all the Arcadians for the work they do every single day. Very excited about this award going to you and the company, and thank you so much and congratulations.
All right, Peter, it's hardly a surprise anymore. And I'm not going to name it a beer award, but it is very, very well deserved for you and the company Arcadis. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, it is my profound pleasure and of course sincere honor to receive this award on behalf of Arcadis. And by the way, Fien, I am indeed an engineer. It would be a stretch to call me a brewer, but I'm certainly a consumer. As some of you might know, and it was already referenced by the ambassador, I actually have a particularly strong and personal connection with the US, as I and my family have lived in both California as well as in Texas for a combined 12 years. All while working for Fluor Corporation, my prior employer. Today, however, I stand before you as CEO of Arcadis, and you already had heard quite a bit about Arcadis, a company with indeed more than 28,000 professionals, active in over 70 countries, and united by our passion, which is to improve quality of life. At Arcadis, we have committed to becoming net zero by 2035. With climate action, we will take proactive steps to make ourselves more resilient to the consequences of climate change. We must act swiftly to protect people and businesses from dramatic events such as flooding and drought. And if we do this together, it will actually create economic opportunities for employment and for businesses, and at the same time improve quality of life. We are the lead engineer for the East Side Coastal Resilience Project, currently under construction, and we are also leading the Financial District and Seaport Climate Resilience Master Plan study. And I do speak on behalf of all my fellow Arcadians in the US, expressing our gratitude for being able to work on these extremely important projects, which, when completed, will protect the Lower East Side, the Financial District and Seaport neighborhoods of New York from flooding. Thank you all very much for your recognition of our work and for the great honor of receiving the Holland on the Hill Heineken Award. Thank you very much.
Let me take just a moment to recognize the members of Congress who are present here today. If my list is updated, I've seen Representative Molenaar, I've seen Representative Tongo, I've seen Representative Graves. So thank you very much for coming. I would also like to announce that Congressman Huizinga will be joining us a bit later, but I would like to thank him and his staff already now for helping us with organizing this event. Thank you very much, Fien, for your remarks. I never grow tired to listen to the stories of Freddy Heineken. They show a lot. They show at least a lot that you have to be creative if you want to succeed. That sustainability is important. And I think that is only two of the reasons why we named the award after Freddy Heineken.
Hey, thank you. I'm Garret Graves from South Louisiana, and it is an honor to serve with folks like Congressman Molenaar and Congressman Huizinga. Prior to this job, a few jobs back, I was responsible for rebuilding South Louisiana after Hurricane Katrina, the levees, the coastal wetlands, and it was an incredibly challenging task. And I'll tell you, after Hurricane Katrina hit, one of the first phone calls that our state received was from the Netherlands government, from the Dutch government. And they sent in resources and sent in people and experts, and this was before any dollars were exchanged, contracts were inked. It was all about just, we want to be helpful. And I'll tell you that when Hurricane Katrina happened, one of the first group of experts that the state of Louisiana thought of was the Dutch. And the Dutch, even today, are involved. In fact, Arcadis are very much involved in our efforts in the state of Louisiana to replumb the Mississippi River system. We're talking about sustainability today, and back in the 1930s, we built levees on the river to stop this huge flooding problem that we have had, and it worked great in stopping flooding. But it also resulted in our state no longer growing through delta accretion, about 3/4 of a square mile a year, and since the 1930s, we've lost about 2,000 square miles of South Louisiana. And Arcadis is a leader in helping us to, I'll say it again, replumb or redesign the Mississippi River system and how we reconnect it in these adjacent areas. So Mr. Oosterveer, I want to congratulate you for your drinking award, first of all, but I also want to say that the way that Arcadis, having worked intimately with you all over several years, the way that Arcadis has integrated and really redefined sustainability in a way that didn't just look at one factor, but truly looked, how do we approach this from an environmentally sustainable way, an economic sustainable way, and really thinking about the future has been innovative. I know that your efforts have pioneered new approaches in the way that data is incorporated into these decisions, and I want to really thank you for your partnership with the state of Louisiana. I want to again congratulate you very sincerely on your recognition today.
Well, I will be very brief and just want to say thank you for being here. My constitutional duties as a member of Congress were calling me, so my apologies for being late. But Your Excellency, thank you for the work that you have, and congratulations to everybody here at Holland on the Hill. This has been a great program that was started a number of years ago, and I want to say thank you to Heineken and for their efforts on this. Good news. We added a couple of new Dutchies to the Dutch caucus here in the House of Representatives, and we're going to try to continue to grow that. And we have a few of our honorary ones too there, Mr. Graves. But this is an important thing to do. Come together and to celebrate. And I do want to just say congratulations to Peter Oosterveer. It's nice to be able to actually, as coming from Zeeland, Michigan, I actually know how to pronounce those names for the most part. I do like the fact that the excellency gives it the old world flair on Heisinga, yeah. But it's such a joy to have you here and the work of Arcadis that is so important. And so again, today is about celebrating this special relationship between the United States, the Kingdom of the Netherlands. It's an important one. We're trying to strengthen that, trying to underscore that relationship. And we know whether it's fighting terrorism or fighting a pandemic or whether it's economic challenges that we all have, we have allies. And we have been strong allies through the years, including up to the very first recognition of the United States as an independent country coming from the Netherlands. This has been an important relationship to us, and I'm proud to be a small part of that voice strengthening that. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over and say thank you, and sadly my other constitutional duties require me to leave again before I'm late for additional events, but thank you very much all for being here.
I'm Congressman Garamendi. I represent the Sacramento Valley of California and the Delta of Sacramento. When I heard about Holland on the Hill and about the Heineken Award, I go, this is hometown stuff for us. Much of the Delta is similar problems to much of Holland. You talked about your work with the American military. We have a hearing tomorrow on energy consumption. The American military is the single largest unit in the world in the consumption of petroleum products. There's no other single unit that consumes more. We're going to try to reduce that. The built environment, you're talking about things that we need to do, and I know that your company is a leader in dealing with these crises. So congratulations to you. Congratulations on this award. Thank you to Holland and to Heineken and my local brewery. So thank you so very much and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You were described a few moments ago as an unsung hero. Is that by design? Are there people in the company who wish that your name was on the tip of everyone's lips? How did that evolve in that manner where you are sort of an unsung hero on multiple continents?
It's probably a bit too strong. I think, in listening to everything which was said and looking at the video, I couldn't help to be extremely proud of what we as a company do. It is not about what I do. I happen to be the representative who has the opportunity and the privilege here to collect the prize, but it is really what the 28,000 people in our company do every single day. And if there's anything which makes me extremely proud is what these people deliver, sometimes under extremely difficult circumstances, particularly over the last year and a half. And I couldn't be more happy with my fellow Arcadians. It's not about me, it's about what the 28,000 people in this company do.
Let's give our honoree, our recipient,